Space. Final frontier. That's what it's called, right? It's beautiful, endless. Feel the warmth of the sun millions of kilometers away on my skin without any atmosphere to stand between us. The upside is it's a truly amazing feeling. The downside is I'm truly about to die. Who would have guessed I'd die floating alone in space? I mean, until now, I'd never been any higher up than the top floor of my apartment building, and I only went up there once. My mistake. It all started yesterday. Ordinary day like any other. It is until I got hit on the head.
What is Stick It to the Man? I have no idea. This game starts out pretty normal, but as you progress, you're going deeper into a confusing spiral of doom. Stick It to the Man is a puzzle game where you have to find certain stickers to cause things to happen, such as in the tutorial you need to plug a hole in the main character Ray's head. Ray then has to go through all these weird and wacky levels that make your mind spin as if you were in a fun house. This game also reminds me of South Park, being there's a lot of poo humor and some questionable sights to see. As you progress, you find things that can help you on your journey through the 10 chapters of game. The characters are unique, with many thoughts varying from normal to outright hilarious. The main character, Ray's a normal person who is an employee at a hard hat testing facility to make sure hard hats work. But then he ends up getting hit over the head by a space canister. The alien, his name's Ted. He's chill guy. Also, giant spaghetti arm. Arlene, this is Ray's girlfriend, inseparable after they fell in love after Ray choked on a grape and she gave him CPR. Bro, what is this game? The Man. The Man is the bad guy. Agent. They're the funny guys who remind me of Kingpin. Side characters. Although you never hear or learn their names, they're extremely funny, especially the ambulance full of skeletons. The mechanics are iffy on PC. I had a lot of trouble learning the controls for PC because the game was probably better suited for controller. This does not ruin the experience while playing it, so don't just be discouraged. Real quick, I will tell you the controls. Move is obviously A and D. Jump is space. Map is M. Mind read is E or right click, and grab and tear is left click. Reading minds in this game really is the main building of the story. It tells you what the person is thinking, and sometimes you need to do that to complete the level. I have had to look up multiple tutorials on how to do things because I forgot to read people's minds to get a certain sticker. It also will help with progression because it reveals more to the story. This has helped me a number of times completing levels and problems I had. Like when Shiny Teeth Mafioso tells you where Ed is. Also, he really likes Silver Surfer for the NES. Let me tell you that. Since the game is based on a 2D scale, you have to swing from plane to plane. To do this, you have to use pink pins in the levels to go from top to bottom, or front to back. This is also a good way to escape the agents, because they can't chase you after you use one of the pink pins. Alright, this story is very confusing, so I'm going to do my best to explain this, okay? So please don't roast if it's still a little confusing. So Ray was on his way home and got hit by an alien. After that, he was put in a coma and sent to the hospital. After that, he goes home and sees his girlfriend. She tells him to go see her therapist, who's getting therapy because he's sad. His dad didn't like him because he didn't become a lobotomist, who are people who cut out brains. You then need to go through a carnival giving a ghost lady legs, and then you get a hat that summons the ghost and yada yada yada. That's the end of that chapter. Then you silently get silently judged by the therapist who deems you crazy. Then you get to go to the cuckoo house where you find the best wrapping slice of cheese ever.
I'm a piece of cheese. You better take it from me. I'm the best tasting hunk of cheese you ever gonna see. All the little mousies wanna get all up on me. And all the little mold force best check it and see. Ain't no more than this. Firm yet yielding. Cheese and butter. I'm the big cheese. Yo, no more repartee.
Then you escape as a wanted criminal and you have to run away. After that, you go back to your house to get kidnapped by the man who takes you to what looks like Area 51. After helping Santa do some questionable things and making two zombies fall in love, you go to the lower area of Area 51. This is where you go down to find a general who isn't nice, and you give him true love. But he gets immediately shut down after you find out he has a girlfriend who's pregnant, and then you make... Oh my god, I can't believe I have to say this. His girlfriend who's pregnant, and then you make the general pregnant. How? I don't know. You just take off her pregnant, and yeah. After whatever happens there, you get lured into a trap where you then have to escape from the man and stop him from wreaking havoc by giving Motherbot, the assisted robot of the man, her circuit board ointment. And then you embarrass the man with his childhood memories. He then tells his assistant to die, which he starts to self-destruct. But how do you escape? How do you escape? Oh, the only logical answer: getting 2 cans of apple juice and a lot of spaghetti, which makes a intergalactic space transmitter, which you call a space taxi with, and then raise Ted's father now. The end.
Daddy?
Arlene!
Don't ask me to explain that again, because I'm not doing it. This game's soundtrack is absolutely amazing. Honestly, I could listen to this game's music all day with no interruption. It's so smooth, and it fits in with the game's 2D/3D environment. It shows you how janky and strange the city is, how twisted and wrong the buildings and people look. This soundtrack fits the game's environment so perfectly that it's as if they built the game after the music was finished. This game looks so good. It makes sure that every character other than the agents are unique and different no matter where or when you are. The story also is portrayed extremely well when you progress in the 2D/3D models world. The 2D and /3D models are a very unique way of telling a story. It makes you see them as real people who are aware that they are cartoons. Like when Ray says,
Ouch! Jeez! That was a 3-star impact, Wally. This one needs some work.
it shows you they are self-aware that they aren't real, but it makes the game so much better, knowing that even the characters themselves don't take anything seriously. And it makes all the interactions 2 times more enjoyable. Especially the one lady on top of the cuckoo house with her rubber duck who just flies off. No idea how that happens, it just does. Honestly, this game is a 9 out of 10. The only reason it's not a 10 out of 10 is because its game mechanics are so confusing for people that have not played one of these games before. Like, I had a huge problem with, like, remembering to read people's minds, and I didn't figure out the map mechanic until, like, towards the end of the game. I also didn't like that it was, like, kind of confusing on where you needed to go sometimes, because I didn't know if I had to, like, go back in the level or if I needed to go forward. And also, the agents are kind of, like, busted, especially, like, if I put one to sleep and he just snaps out of his sleep coma from his, like, microwave burrito journey. It just really ruins some of the experience. But other than that, it's an amazing game, and I really do recommend it. Like, honestly, if you have a game that you just want to play for a little bit, like you have a whole day on your hands, you don't know what game you want to play, you don't want to play Call of Duty anymore because you got frustrated because some guy was like quadra slide canceling or whatever and trick shotting, you can just play this. This game is just mind blowing how beautiful its art style is. I had so much fun playing this game. It's it's so great, but honestly, I wouldn't play this if you're not a fan of South Park because it is a little like crude humor and just doesn't really fit with a person who doesn't like puzzle games either. So, if you really want to try this, I do recommend it. Like, I seriously enjoyed this game. I could tell you hours and hours of levels I loved. All the things that you did was so fun. It's just amazing. So if you have enough money, or if you got it after Epic Games free thing, like the daily or weekly freeze for December, I highly recommend this game. Also, thank you guys for hitting the subscribe button. Oh my god, I went from, I think it was like 20 something subscribers to 40, and that's amazing. I have never had this many subscribers or this many views before. So I just want to ask, can I get 2 likes and 1 subscriber? That would make my day. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy this type of content, the next video I'm trying to do is going to be a video on an escape room game called We Were Here. So make sure to hit the bell if you want to see that, or just check out my channel again if you want to see it. Also, I will be doing it with graphic tent. And that's all I'm going to say. I'll catch you guys in the next one.